Today, we're turning our tiny little fuel setup into a full-blown fuel empire. I'm talking massive refinery upgrades, brand new train routes, and delivering more fuel to more cities than ever before. But first, look at this. This is what our network looks like right now. And by the end of this episode, it's going to look like this. We've got bottlenecks everywhere, cities begging for fuel, and trains that are way too slow. So today we're fixing all of that. So here we are in-game, and one of the bottlenecks right now is this train, which is making us money, fuel train, is bottlenecked by the amount of crude being transported, which humongous overflowing amount of crude, and I mean the train is kind of small, it's not being able to transport all this oil. So the two things we're going to do here is we're going to add a second train on this loop, and we're going to turn this into a train, or a shuttle I guess you could say, because it's a short route. So let's get right into it. We're going to have to first probably... This station's ported this way, so I guess we can add the train station that way. Just get this road in. Sweet. So this can be a super small train, if you will. Just, it'll be able to transport so much more volume than these little cars right here that, I mean, talk about being efficient over distance. I mean, it's just going to carry so much more. So that is an expensive route. And then, perfect. Should just come in right here and complete. There we go, all fixed. Okay, so it's going to roll into the second terminal here and just feed crude specifically to this station right here. And for the train here, we actually just unlocked ourselves Russian Class T, which is really overkill and twice as expensive as its counterpart. And this is just a little trolley route right here. So actually we're going to shoot for the cheapest one, which so happens to be the mediocre one. This guy. And honestly, it's going to be such low volume. Or actually, it's a 2-to-1. I don't know if you know, but the oil, it's 2 crude units as 1 oil unit, so we're going to actually need a decent amount, decent capacity. 4 cars, 28 capacity. That is what we're going to do. That was expensive, and we're at 700,000. So we're going to put this guy right here on the crude route, as you can see. And sweet, that's all set up. Yeah, so right here we're going to be double laying our existing track, because we're going to add more trains on the current line, as you can tell by the lots of oil situation. And I'm also going to be using a special signaling mod, because placing several signals by hand is pretty time consuming, but with this it isn't. This guy actually, we are going to make a slight edit to him. He's 56 capacity, that's nice, although we're actually going to update him, because he was running the Class V, we're going to need a Class T, because it's more horsepower and higher top speed, which honestly I'm more concerned about the top speed. Now it can't necessarily go up to that speed, especially because these wagons actually only go up to 31, although 31 is better than 28 last time I checked. So yeah, and here we go, let's give this guy a brother. Yep, they're triplets now, I suppose. Not that many, but let's get some more. I'm gonna have to add more train cars to it. So, let's go. $105 capacity right there. There's actually 21 people now, all on this route right here, going from going from Bury St. Edmunds to Worcester, which that means that is high potential for future transportation. I mean, 23 now. We could make a bus system theoretically that goes from here to here. I mean, look at this. It's only growing. It's just trying to joke at me. But yeah, we could make a bus there in the future episode. Just to add to the fleet. Next up in the agenda, we're going to be connecting Somerton, actually, to this fuel network that we've been making. What the heck happened to my voice? Okay. Next thing we're going to do, actually, we're going to connect Somerton to this whole fuel network just outside of Worcester. So for that, we're going to add another station. And that's actually going to mean we're going to have to move this guy. It's alright, though. So yeah, let's build ourselves some more tracks. And we're actually going to have to move this crude guy that's delivering our crude. He's actually have to go over another station. Just because this other line is going to have to go all the way over there. So, see. There we go. Move to station 3. There, he's happy now. Alright, let's let that run. Make some more cash. Alright, let's go scout this one out. We should probably build this right outside of Somerton, just so it's cheaper, A, and B, so the emissions are not as bad. Done. The unfortunate part now, though, is that look at this. This is just awful. $24 million. That's just excessive. So you're gonna have to bring this guy down the old-fashioned way.
And you guessed it, ladies and gentlemen, another track building time lapse. This does take, a while. So you're welcome. And if we had to take out a bigger loan, so we're back to our starting place of $10 million loan, although our value is barely breaking even.
Done. There's our route. Sweet. And for our fuel delivery train, it's not going to be taking that much fuel, honestly. It's not going to be chewing that much. So we're going to need something with a lot of power, only because it has to climb all those hills over there. Tractive effort, that's the key quality right here. It's probably not going to get up to full speed for much time. It's honestly a really hard decision. But we can get ourselves one of these. We don't have one yet, so might as well, huh? Let's do... It's not going to need that much capacity, honestly, so we could just do 28. Even that's kind of a push, to be fully honest. Alright, let's put that on the Somerton fuel route. Oh, I totally forgot. We need to add ourselves a transfer station over here. So we're going to put ourselves a platform just so that this train station can deliver to somewhere. And then finally an unload stop inside the city so that it can start eating some fuel. Somerton truck. Sorry, Somerton fuel. Let's buy ourselves some more carriages. Let's get like 5. It's gonna be really rare. And they start seeing this fuel refinery actually shipping some to Somerton. Perfect. So that fuel then, and even cooler, this guy's gonna start leveling up so he can produce fuel even faster. Look at this, awesome. It's like, this is what we want to see right here. Even more resources being transferred. And man, this guy, he is not stopping. Man, look how much oil is right here. We're going to need to really upgrade this train. It's taking 49 every bite, and it's still not keeping up. Man, that's insane. We're going to have to add even more. This is ridiculous. Look at this. Worcester is getting huge from all the fuel we're bringing them. They're spiking. And by size right now, dominating everybody. Somerton's finally getting their first fuel. Look at this. Awesome. Another town on the map being expanded. There we go. Somerton is on the rise now. Getting all their fuel needs. Well, after not even 15 minutes, I want to say, of watching and slow maintenance, we're up to $3 million, and there is way too much crude or oil stored up at the station. So the next move is to add a third train, I want to say. I mean, look at this. They're both maxed out. I mean, what do I do? Yep, they're triplets now, I suppose. And how much fuel can you get? I mean, this crude is bottomless. I mean, we already established that. This looks like this oil refinery doesn't have a bottom to it either. I mean, look, back to 103, and this guy just picked up a fresh order. So, yeah, I mean, looks like this guy is definitely a problem. And finally, we're adding a fourth train because there is still too much oil. And I mean, I think that does us in for the end of this episode. We massively expanded this line. We connected Somerton to the oil network, and overall, we are now making some crazy money per year. I mean, you can see this profit is spiked. Yeah, look at this, 2 million 1 year. So yeah, thanks for watching, and stick around for the next episode.